Hello everyone, my name is Alan Chirakunir Alex. I am currently an intern at the Sparks Foundation. I am from batch CRIP April 2024 and today I am going to present a presentation on task 4 Exploratory Data Analysis Terrorism. I will start with the quote. It is violence is the last refuge of the incompetent by Isaac Asimov. These are the instructions that has been given to perform the project. It is task 4 Exploratory Data Analysis Terrorism. Okay, the tool that I have used is Python Colab. And moving forward with the project summary, the project embarks on a comprehensive exploration of the global terrorism database using advanced data analysis and visualization techniques, leveraging Python libraries such as Pandas for robust data manipulation, NumPy for efficient numerical operations, and Matplotlib Seaborn for compelling visualizations. The analysis aims to uncover intricate trends and patterns in terrorism-related activities spanning from 1970 to 2017. With over 180,000 recorded incidents, the project employs a diverse set of visualizations, including bar plots, scatter plots, histogram, and heat map, to elucidate relationships between variables and present a vivid picture of the dataset characteristics. Now I will move on with the dataset where I have performed. This is a collab where I have performed the project. This is an individual based project, and I will first connect the dataset. So it's connected now. So let's begin. I will first import the libraries. So importing libraries is very important in machine learning projects. That first is importing pandas. Pandas are generally used for data manipulation and analysis. Then NumPy, essential for numerical computations and array operations. Matplotlib.pyplot is a popular plotting library for creating static, interactive, and animated visualization in Python. Seaborn is built on top of Matplotlib. Seaborn provided a high-level interface and Plotly.express, a library for creating interactive visualizations. Word cloud import is usually we will see later on. The graph will be provided. The dataset which we load is a Google Colab import drive. We have used drive for importing the dataset. First, it will import. First, we will import this. Yes, it has been imported, and then we will load the dataset to Google Drive. We will import drive. So it is asking permission. So I have usually connecting. Now it is mounted, and then later on we will look the dataset data path we have provided to the mounted area, that is, and the table has been generated. The data.head usually gives the first 5 rows and columns. So we can see that there are rows here and columns here. So 5 rows into 135 columns has been provided. So it's working. Dataset.rows and columns. So here we can see that rows and columns. There are how many rows and columns here? So there are 1,81,691 rows and 135 columns in the dataset. So moving forward, we will see dataset.info, which will give information about the dataset, that class, columns, data types are float, integer, objects, memory usage, everything has been given. Moving forward, if there is any duplicate values, we can see here. So the code has provided there are zero duplicate rows in the dataset. Moving forward with the missing values, if there is any missing values, it will generate. So here we can see there are missing values, Smith, and related to there are missing values. So I have created a heat map. So two types of map can be created: heat map, matrix, or seaborne. So I have created a single matrix. So seaborne heat map is used. Sorry, visualization the missing values. Then it is taking some time to create. So now we can see it has created a heat map of missing values. So it uses seaborne to visualize missing values in the dataset. The heat map, which we see here, it visually represents the presence of missing values in the dataset with yellow color indicating the missing values. So here we can see these are the yellow colors. These are all indicating the missing values in the dataset. So moving forward, so we will generally know about the dataset more clearly. So dataset size is 1,81,691. So number of features is 135. This is usually rows and columns and rows. Okay. So data types is given that object, float, integer, name, memory usage has been provided, missing values has been generated. So everything has been. So here we are usually finding what did you know about your dataset. So here we can see here the dataset information has been provided. So it's a description, same thing I have elaborated. So now we will understand our variables. So we can see that columns has been generated. So these are all columns in the data set has been generated. Okay. And moving forward, it describes the summary of the data set. So here we can see the summary of the data set. So here these are the column names, variable description, that event ID, I year, I month, I day. These are all the column names and its description, its usage. Event ID you see unique identifier each terrorist incident. So it's a general description that has been provided by me. So we will check there is any unique values are present or not. So each variable. So unique values through printing to unique years. Through years we are generating this data. Okay. Then data wrangling. So I am just generating. So we can see the data dot is null. So here we can see that it's also showing the missing values. Then we can see that data dot d types is generally giving us the data types of each columns, that is integer, object, float, that has been provided. Okay, it generally gives the data types. Here we can see it will give the data dot head. It has updated the whole data set. We can see earlier the data set we have seen was like this. We can have provided nan not applicable type, but here we have updated it, and we can see the rows has been provided, columns has been provided, and everything is showing properly while updating, because here I have included the or renamed the columns, so it has been provided. So how many data types? Here we can see that here these are the new columns that I have added, and based on that the data types has been provided, that year, integer, country, subject, yes, latitude, float has been provided. So now we will move on with the data visualization. We can see the first chart which we will generate is a line chart. So here we can see that the line chart has been provided. The number of terrorist activity attacks over the years has been given. The number of attacks has been, we can see, and through years it has been seen. So the snippet, just the code snippet is an area plot visualization, so showing the distribution of terrorist activities by region for each year. This counts the occurrence of terrorist activities in each region of each year. So we can see the terrorist activities that has been happened over the years has been started from 1970 and it reaches after the 2010. It's showing the data is showing in 1970 really low, but it has been increasing and it has reached top in after the 2010. So it generally gives the visualization related to number of terrorist attacks happened over the years. We will move forward. So I have I have picked this specific chart. The line chart was chosen to represent the number of terrorist attacks over the years. A line chart is suitable for showing trends and patterns over a continuous variable. In this case, the progression of attacks over different years. What are the insights found from the chart? The line chart visually depicts the trend in the number of attacks over the years. It helps in identifying whether there is a significant increase, decrease, or any noticeable pattern in the frequency of attacks. So, are there any insights that lead to negative growth justified with specific region? Then insights gained from this chart can be valuable for business, government, or organization involved in security and risk management. Understanding the trend in terrorist attacks over the years allows for better preparation, resource allocation, and planning to address security concerns. It can contribute to the development of strategies aimed at preventing and mitigating the impact of terrorist incidents. For business operating in regions affected by terrorism, this information can be crucial for risk assessment and business continuity planning. It may influence decisions related to security investment, insurance coverage, and overall risk management. Government agencies can use this data to enhance security measures, allocate resources effectively, and develop policies to counter terrorism. The insights gained and contribute to the formulation of evidence based counterterrorism strategies. Now we will move on to the chart 2. The chart 2 is an area chart. You can see. So here we can see the terrorist activities by region. Here in each year we can see the number of attacks that has been happened. So these are the region wise data has been provided. So here the region wise the colors has been segregated to so that we cannot get be confused. So the orange color is noted to Western Europe and Central American and Caribbean, while green has been related to Central Asia. Likewise, the data has been provided. So we can see the same data like the line chart, but it differs the chart. It's an area chart, so it's like this. So moving forward, so same the insights we has been provided. So area the I have picked the plot. The area plot depicting terrorist activities by region over each year was chosen. The chart is suitable for visualizing the trend and patterns of terrorist activities in different regions over time. The stacked areas provide a sense of the overall volume and the relative contribution of each region of the total. What are the insights found from the chart? The chart offers insights into how terrorist activities have evolved over the years across different regions. By observing the areas under each curve, one can identify regions that have consistently experienced high levels of terrorist activities and those that have seen fluctuations. It also helps in comparing the overall distribution of attacks across regions. Are there any insights that lead to negative growth justified the specific region? Okay, the insights gained from the chart can be beneficial for various stakeholders, including government agencies, security organizations, and business operations operating in regions prone to terrorism. Government agencies, government bodies can be used this information to allocate resources effectively and prioritize regions that require heightened security measures. It aids in the development of regional specific counterterrorism strategies. Security organizations, private security firms can tailor their services based on the historical patterns of terrorist activities in different regions. Understanding the dynamics allows for better preparation and risk mitigation strategies. Businesses, companies operating in regions with a history of terrorism can use this information for risk assessment and business continuity planning. It helps in identifying regions with higher security risk, allowing business to implement targeted security measures. Now we will move on with the chart 3. So here we can see the code snippet has provided the dataset for the top 10 years. Okay. That is killed and wounded with the highest number of terrorist activities, attacks, calculates the total number of killed and wounded individual for each of these years, and then creates a stacked bar chart to visualize the casualties killed and wounded in these top 10 years. So number of casualties has been given here. So and number of years has been provided, x-axis and y-axis. So we can see in 1992 the color has been segregated, that killed has been seen as purple and yellow has been seen as wounded. So we can see in 2014 the killed and wounded both are large compared to other years, and very less like we can see is 1992. So is the distribution of killed and wounded in the top 10 years. So why did you pick the specific chart? The chart, the stacked bar chart was chosen to represent the casualties, both killed and wounded, over to a top 10 years. This chart is effective for visualizing the total impact of terrorist attacks on casualties over a specific period, broken down by the number of killed and wounded individuals. What are the insights found from the chart? The chart provides a visual overview of the casualties, killed and wounded, caused by terrorist attacks in the top 10 years. The stack bars show the contribution of each year of the total number of casualties, allowing for fair comparison and identification of the years with the highest impact. Will the gained insight help creating a positive impact or negative? The insights gained from this chart can be valuable for various stakeholders, including government agencies, security organizations, and business operating in regions affected by terrorism. Government agencies, security agencies can use this information to assess the overall impact of terrorist attacks on public safety. It helps in resource allocation, emergency response planning, and the development of policies aimed at reducing casualties. Security organizations, private security firms can tailor their services based on the historical patterns of casualties. Understanding the trends allows for better preparation and risk mitigation strategies to minimize the impact of future attacks. Business companies operating in regions with a high risk of terrorism can use this information for risk assessment and business continuity planning. It helps in understanding the potential impact of employees and infrastructure, allowing business to implement measures to enhance safety. So now we will move on with the chart 4. This code snippet provides the top 5 target types using pie chart, most frequently target in the terrorist attacks, and then creates a pie chart to visualize the distribution of these top target types. So we can see the top 5 target types has been given. Based on that, the data 31.5%, the largest has been seen that private citizen and property has been affected. Then moving with military, then police, then government in general, and then business has been affected. The distribution of top 5 target types. The usually the target has been happened in the top 5 areas that has been shown. So why did you pick this specific chart? A pie chart was chosen to represent the distribution of top 5 target type. Pie charts are effective for displaying the proportion of different categories within a whole. In this case, this helps the visualize the percentage distribution of attacks across the selected target types. What are the insights found from the chart? The chart provided insight into the proportion of terrorist attacks targeting different types of entities. By looking at the slices of the pie, one can quickly grasp the relative significance of each chart within the top 5. Will the gained insight help creating a positive business impact? Are there any negative also? We will see. Security planning. The insights gained from this chart can be valuable for security planning and resource allocation. Understanding which type of target are more frequently attacked allows for the implementation of target security measures. Risk management. Business and organization can use this information for risk assessment. Knowing the types of targets that are more susceptible to attacks help in developing risk mitigation strategies. Public awareness. The information from this chat can also contribute to public awareness and education by understanding the common target. The public as well as relevant authorities can be better prepared and vigilant. So now we'll moving forward with the chart 5. So we can see the code has been provided. The code snippet utilizes the word cloud library to create a word cloud visualization based on the most common target keywords. So we will see the most common target keyword is civilian, targeted, attack, member, uh, vehicle. Okay, so we have seen the civilian has been mostly targeted in the pie chart. Uh, Sorry, it's the top five target types. So is the civilian, we can see the larger the font size, the most target has been happened. So we can see civilian has been targeted. Most targeted word has been seen, attack. So these are the most common words that we can see through word cloud. So it is generally used to understand in an easy way. So most where the most targeted keywords has been shown. So why did you pick the specific chart? The word cloud chart is chosen to visually represent the most common target keyword in a textual for data set. It provides a quick and intuitive overview of the prominent words by emphasizing the size of the words based on their frequency. What is the insight? Found from the chart, the word cloud reveals the word or phrases that occur most frequently in the target column of the dataset. Larger words in the column cloud indicate higher frequency. It helps identify patterns, trends, or recurring themes in the targets of terrorist attacks. Will the gained insights help creating a positive and negative? So, the insights gained from the word cloud can be valuable for understanding the common targets of terrorist attacks. This information might be used for business or organizations involved in risk management, security, or international affairs. It can aid in making informed decisions related to security measures, assessments, and preparedness strategies, potentially contributing to a safer environment. So I am truly grateful for this opportunity to share my insights and knowledge. So I have almost completed the project, everything. I have completed the project. Now a little bit remaining with the solutions to business objectives. So what do you suggest the client to achieve business objective based on the exploratory data analysis conducted on the global terrorism dataset? There are several recommendations that could be provided to a client interested in using this information. Prioritizing hotspot region, allocate resource and security measures to regions with highest frequency of terrorist attacks, adapt counter-terrorism strategies, monitor yearly trends to proactively adjust counter-terrorism strategies based on evolving patterns, focus on major threats groups, concentrate intelligence efforts on high-impact terrorist groups to prevent and mitigate potential attacks. Specialized measures for common attack types, tailor preventive measures and response strategies based on the most common types of terrorist attacks, encourage international collaboration, foster collaboration with international organizations and neighboring countries to strengthen and global response to terrorism, implement socio-economic programs, address root causes of terrorism in hotspot regions through education, employment, and community development programs, establish early warning system, develop systems that use data analytics and intelligence for early detection and swift response to emerging threats. So solution to business objective has been completed and now lastly conclusion. The exploratory data analysis EDA on the global terrorism dataset uncovering significant insights into patterns and trends spanning 1972 to 2017. Utilizing Python libraries such as Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and NumPy, we decoded complex terrorism-related data, revealing key insights. The analysis highlighted temporal trends, identified hotspots, recognized dominant terrorist groups, and outlined prevalent attacks methods. These insights serve as a vital input for crafting effective counterterrorism strategies. The power of data-driven decision-making was evident throughout this process. Converting raw data into meaningful insights allowed for the efficient allocation of resources by security agencies and policymakers. This is in turn has the potential to save lives and protect property. It's crucial to note, however, that addressing terrorism requires a holistic approach beyond historical data analysis. A comprehensive strategy must encompass real-time intelligence, geopolitical nuances, and ground-level dynamics. In essence, this project showcases the value of data analysis in informing counterterrorism efforts while serving as a valuable foundation. It emphasizes the ongoing need for continuous data collection, analysis, and interpretation to effectively address global security challenges like terrorism. So I have completed everything with respect to the project. Thank you.